everybody, this is Patty with Get Balanced 2020, and this is Nutrition Wednesday. If you weren't with us last week, basically we talked about plate size, what to put on the plates, and water and how important water is. And so this week, and before we get started, I just want to let you know, if you don't know what Get Balanced 20, it's been a long day, 2020 is, basically we're putting mind, spirit, and body together to have a balanced lifestyle. Without one, we can't be balanced. So mind, body, and spirit all work together for a healthier, positive lifestyle. And mind is all about your thought process. Spirit is about your internal belief system and how that helps you propel forward and get through hard things. And then we have nutrition and fitness. When we put it all together, everything comes together. If you've never seen our YouTube, go ahead and go on YouTube at Get Balanced 2020 under Patty Hall, or you can go on my Facebook for the same, and then our website's www.getbalanced2020. Make sure you like, share, or subscribe to the YouTube so that we can grow our channel. I like that a lot. Let's get started. So last week we talked about the plate sizes, what to put on them. Hopefully everybody's got a notebook and they're making their notes, and so that we can go back. In fact, these notebooks are really important because you know what? This morning I haven't measured myself in a long time, and we're going to talk about measurements and all this kind of stuff on Friday, and you're going to start doing it come Friday. So, but I went and did my measurements. I haven't done my measurements since October because it's just, I've been busy working, I've been busy doing workouts, and I just thought I would just take a chill on measuring and weight and all that kind of stuff. To believe it or not, now, I went back in my notebook and I had lost 1 inch in my hips and 3 inches in my waist since October. So this is why the notebooks are really, really important. So keep logging in it. Even if you miss a week or miss a couple of days, don't stop. Just keep it up. So let's get started. So last week we talked about the water. We're going to get to 1/2 gallon, right? How many of you got to 1/2 gallon? That's really, really important. Now, when you get to that 1/2 gallon, keep working up to the gallon, okay? Because this is really how much you should be drinking a day. So especially if you're more active, you're going to probably drink more water, believe it or not. And as you sweat it out, you don't urinate it out like as much as you think you're going to. Because once we get to the gallon, then what we're going to do is we're going to get you guys to the big one a week. Yeah, you're going to be drinking this every week. Just joking. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? You would actually, there is such thing as water toxicity. So you sort of have to watch that. But a gallon a day is not going to give you toxic water toxicity. So what we're going to talk today about, we've got our plate, right? And so this is a plate that most of us eat 3 times a day. So what we're talking about today, get your notebooks out, is how much we should be eating and how often we should be eating. Okay? So this is if we're going to eat an average 3 meals a day. That's not what we want to do. Okay? Not. So what we want to do is we want to be able to get our blood sugars and our insulin levels and our fuel and our furnaces to be burning the most effectively that we can. So we want to be able to get it this. So if we don't, and we eat those 3 meals a day, you know what your body's doing? It's doing this all day. Or maybe you've eaten once or twice, like some people that I know, and they know I'm on them, is then you eat once and then you eat again and that's it. And what happens is you don't lose weight, your mind isn't as active and I call it fog brain, and you just are not doing your body a service by doing that at all. If there's a situation where you have to, say, you know, right now, well, if you're fasting for whatever health reasons, or you're just trying to cleanse your body out, sometimes that's a good thing. But we're talking about the average day. So what we want to do is get that fuel furnace burning really, really good. We want to put that coal in there and just keep it going. And so what we're going to do is we're going to have you think about how many times a day I eat, when do I eat, and why do I do it that way? Probably because we've just been taught. Americans have been taught 3 square meals a day. Breakfast is the most important day of the meal. or the meal of the day. And it is. Breakfast is important. And a lot of people skip it, or they grab something and they're not even conscious of what they're putting in their body. So what we're going to talk about is containers and little containers. Personally, I don't like plastic. We have glass a lot in our house. We're getting rid of all of our plastic. Don't microwave with it. Also, don't cook with aluminum or use aluminum. That's, you know, that's something else. They've found aluminum in Alzheimer patients from aluminum foil, aluminum products, and heating these things. Chemicals go into food. Same with aluminum. I never cook with aluminum, and I rarely put things in plastic unless I have to. But what we need to do at this time is go to Dollar Tree, pull out whatever, if you got any glass containers or whatever you need to do. And if you put them in this, don't heat them in the microwave in this. Get some glass. Don't heat them in a plastic or paper. It all goes into the food. Yucky. And that goes into your body. Then you're doing yourself a disservice. That's another story. So get yourself some containers. That what you're going to want to get are containers that are just small enough for one tiny meal to last you 2 to 3 hours. So for most women out there, what we're going to do is we're going to pick about an average. What I did is I picked an average woman that is active a little bit and she moves around and, is about 1,500 calories. I'm not going to be stuck on calories. What I am going to stick with is eating 6 meals a day. So each meal is going to be about 300 calories. So you need to write that one down. That's important. Each little meal that you're going to eat is about 300 calories. Might be a little bit more, might be a little bit less, because I need you to start thinking about what kind of calories I'm putting into my body and how many calories am I putting in. You'll be really, really surprised, because next week we're going to talk about nutrition labels and the scale and all that kind of stuff. So 6 of these little guys, about 300 calories. So what we're going to do is we're going to take these and we're going to fill them maybe on a weekend or whatever. We're going to be proactive to our success. We're not going to be reactive. Oh crap, I didn't make these meals. I didn't do this. You're busy. You got to find time to prioritize what's really important to you. This and your body is important to you. Figure out how you're going to prioritize that in. You can do it. So what you're going to do is you're going to take these little containers, you're going to put a little bit of piece of meat in here, and then you're going to put a rice or maybe a quarter of a potato. You can go and look on Google and get the calorie content. There's a lot of programs out there. I think the Fitbit might even be able to help you with that. There's a Fit program. Just Google in for calories and things like that. They break it all down for you. Let me tell you, when I was learning my nutrition, we had books and we had to go and find all this stuff. Holy Toledo, I'm so happy to have the computers these days. So you're going to put a little bit of piece of meat, because you got to remember your meal of your meat is going to be about the size of your hand. So maybe you're going to cut that in half and you're going to put that in one with some veggies. Load it up with the veggies. Veggies are very low in calories, great, and greens, lots of greens. One meal. So then the next meal is going to be something really light, okay? And it's going to be like an apple, maybe some grapes, carrots, maybe some cauliflower, some broccoli, something like that. And then you're going to have another meal. So the idea is 6 meals. You're going to have 3 of the little bigger meals. Then you're going to have 3 snacks in between. So you're going to start the meals within the hour that you get up. Now, if you're like, I don't like to eat breakfast, get yourself a protein shake in the morning. Start out with the little meal and then go with the bigger meal, or the snack, and then go with the bigger meal. And then go do it in reverse. Whatever works for you, but that's what you need to do. So we're going to do 6 meals a day, and we're going to do them, put this in your notebook, 2 to 3 hours apart. These meals are only to fuel you for 2 to 3 hours. That's it. That's all. And if you get really, really hungry in between, just say, you know what? I'm going to be eating in another hour. I can do this. I can do this. If you don't know how to talk to yourself positively, look at Mindful Monday this week, because we talk about telling ourselves the positives. Yes, you can wait an hour to eat. Yes, you can. And I know you can't, because if you can't, then you come see me, and I know you can do it. So you're going to eat, wait 2 hours, have an apple. And let me tell you, apples don't have that good nutrition value. It's just a good filler. Long story. Look at the nutrition value of an apple. Not much there. Then you're going to have another one. Now, if you like salads, you can throw a salad in there. You can eat as much salad as you want. If you want to eat salad, is a huge salad, you can eat salad. It's what you put on it. If you just eat greens with some onions and some lettuce and maybe 2 tablespoons worth of dressing, you get a salad in between every time you want to do that. That's fine too. Salads are awesome. Broccoli is the #1 nutrient dense vegetable out there. If you like broccoli, eat lots of it. It's really good for you. Cantaloupe is a fruit that is high in antioxidants and nutrients. It's one of the most dense out there. So that's what I'm going to teach you today. It's a lot. Now, if you miss this, go ahead and rewind and listen to it again. But no more of this spiking of the meals. That's got to stop, and that's got to go. Bad habits got to go. Good habit is coming in. This is where we break those. So at the end of the day, I'm glad that you saw my video. Next week, we'll be talking about nutrition labels and scales and weight and that kind of stuff. Watch your nutrition labels this week. Start counting your calories, 300 each meal, 1,500 calories, and then we'll see you next week. And if you have any questions or you want any comments or anything like that, please go on my website or my Facebook or on my YouTube, like, share, subscribe. Ask me questions. I'd be glad to answer them. I'd love to hear from you. Have a great night, and we'll see you on Friday for Fitness Friday.